Has it ever crossed your mind how fragile the state of democracy in the world today can be? How the very principles and institutions we hold dear can gradually erode, leading us down a path that's far from the ideals of freedom and equality? This process often begins with the weakening of checks and balances within government systems. Picture a world where those in power operate without restraint, their actions unchecked, their decisions unquestioned. This unchecked power becomes a fertile ground for corruption and abuse of authority, a poison seeping into the roots of the democratic process. Now imagine a world where voices are stifled, where the free press is suppressed. Democracies thrive on the exchange of ideas, on the ability of citizens to question, to challenge, to hold their leaders accountable. When this flow of ideas is dammed, when dissent is hushed and information is controlled, the foundation of democracy begins to quiver. Yet another sign of a failing democracy is the rise of populism and polarization. When political discourse becomes a bitter divide, when the middle ground is a chasm rather than a bridge, the fabric of democracy starts to fray. Consider also the danger of power concentrated in the hands of a few, a fast track to authoritarianism. In such a world, individual freedoms are sacrificed at the altar of stability or security. The balance tips, and the scale of democracy is left wanting. Finally, there's the silent but deadly threat of apathy and disengagement. When citizens feel disillusioned, when they feel their voices don't matter, they disengage. They stop participating in elections, they cease advocating for change. And in this void, authoritarian forces find an open door, an invitation to seize control. But here's the thing. The end of democracy is not always a grand, dramatic event. It's often a slow, gradual process, a series of small steps that chip away at the bedrock of freedom and equality. Recognizing these warning signs is the first step towards safeguarding our democratic institutions. So don't just stand on the sidelines, participate in your local democratic processes, vote, advocate, engage. Because democracy is not just about the right to choose our leaders, it's about the responsibility to protect our freedoms. The future of democracy depends on you.